Baltimore Ravens.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. But he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cup 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 7, Buffalo AC.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles.
Carry here from Trevion Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now look at this Baltimore defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's second and 8.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Mike Green.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 Lion. Trap 60, Trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there will be incomplete. Now the Raven defense will call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bryce Behringer.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinton Jenkins.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The 23-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get in touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Sit on, hot. Sit on. 180. Finish it on. Finish it on.
Give them 2 on the play there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following a win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On his own read, this is Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Patriots nothing.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The
Pats at the line, ready to go. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Down the left sideline. How about this? And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
61 yards.
And you hear it all the time that that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
When teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. And when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So it's not for no gain. And they'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in a season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can pull all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Cummings. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's get credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A give up the middle, Judges. It'll be a gain of 5. It's still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw now on first down. These guys tied in. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So in leaving territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 27.
Go.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 86 yards rushing for him now, and just his first 3 carries.
Patriots first down. First and goal.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got it all. It's his fullback. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. They were able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves, 19 tight. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
defense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe we'll get this game tied up.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of
Quinshon Judkins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They got to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. They go first down. Call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time, looked well for a solid gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
If you take a shot down for something, that's a perfect time to do it. If you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cut 19, cut 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet. And he will bring this back. It's a quick 6-Raven touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot when you have all those people bearing down on you. Probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down and inches. They'll sling this out to Peterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions.
They'll drop to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of backfield. A gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just take the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Larry.
Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sit hard. UAX. Hey, middle. Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jenkins. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 28, Patriots 14.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
With the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go around. 2nd and 6. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's taken in. Ball's been tied in. They go down the mountain for a bit of this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Big Lion. Cowboy 80.
Henderson running straight ahead. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They run once more with Henderson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down and 6.
Let's go. County Lions. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 19 Pioneers. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Checks it down to Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
No, we changed it.
First and 10.
And inside run to Jenkins. A beautiful spin. Room to run. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Pushing his way through. And he's going to have the Patriots first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
By the way, we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 62 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now, 28-21.
Patriots, 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Wallace holds it in. Down to the 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
19 sight.
Now, strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
35. Patriots 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. They go play action now. Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run. And Jackson will have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
It's a game of 21
Last play they
yards.
got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Escapes the defender. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Crenshaw Jenkins, 37 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far, but let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the Patriot first down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Connect. 19 Tiger, 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. A quick throw here, that's complete.
The first down pass.
No gain on the play.
To number 13.
And that'll make it second down.
No gain on the play.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Stephanie! Hawk, check, hurt, hurt! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready, ready! Cup 19! Cup 19! 7 Pirates! 7!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man, Kyle Williams, he's gone. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Patriots, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I forget how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build their trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10.
18 Bradley! 18 ready! 70 Silver with Buffalo 18!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Viking 18!
Williams being motioned left. They'll look to throw here on first down. They set up the screen for Henderson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk, here we go, here we go!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Dragon 60! Bronco 80! Mustang 19! Warrior 70!
Williams, the man in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Hawk 70.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now a run here. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The extra point now for Borregales. And that'll cut the lead down after a touchdown.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Patriots 35.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shelton's going to run it out again. And this defense not giving him anything but maybe a yard after the 36.
Made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
No, we changed it. UAX.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
13. Hey, middle. Report.
Here's Jackson. Touchdown! Crenshaw Jenkins with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 49, Patriots 35.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Okay, ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go. Mustang 19.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They look to throw. Incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And he is going to pick up the Patriots first down. And they convert in style right there. Big play on fourth and long.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
13 yards.
Buffalo 18.
First down, Patriots.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw again. The RPO will keep it himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
It's hot.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Jackson now. He finds his man complete. That's Roman. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Baltimore.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 29-yard
When you have someone
line.
throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to second
Oh,
and
nice
10.
defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Change it. Hey, hey. Oh. Hey, Ozzy, check out.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good Chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 56, Patriots 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some games they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They're going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ready.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
19 seconds. 19
Brings up second and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down and 4.
Go. 19 Cox. 19 Lions. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue here.
That's coverage with respect to sort of tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Read alert. Read alert.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd and 7. They'll shift things around.
2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And they'll get him down past the 15. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.